It's Kelpie vibes.
Get up, hey.
Jaja, you put the Jaja. No. Jaja, you put the Jaja. Jaja, you put the Jaja, baby. Jaja, you put the Jaja. Jaja, you put the Jaja. Jaja, you put the Jaja. Jaja, you put the Jaja.
I saw your love give me fever. All the time you come and done the shiver. Now you be the one, just believe it. La diva, my diva. Oh, you turn Batman to Zina with your sexy body Carolina. For your love I go fight like John Cena. Hata kama nikiwa nguvu sina. Kupe kila kitu mchana kwa siku. Tufanye mavitu baby, mavitu. Kupe kila kitu mchana kwa siku. Tufanye mavitu baby, vitu baby. Santa kisonga kawaii.
Jaja, you put the Jaja. Jaja, you put the Jaja. Jaja, you put the Jaja. Jaja, you put the Jaja.
I don't wanna lose you this time, I win it. No time, I'm gonna winnie, wanna your love, they do me one time. Oh my, I'm gonna move me. Show me how you feeling this night. Almost do your love, say I'm winnie, wanna your love, they do me this night, yeah. I need your grace, me never regret, my love no get shame, no matter the case, but my music give me bass, my sweet bass, say my love no get shame, for you all day, every night, every day, me go need my baby to call on me, close to me, yeah, by the time. When you dey wake up in the morning, man, I dey buy you cyphery, make you fall for me. Oh yeah, joro, 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 joro. See you down there where we dey shy, you down there where we dey shy, see you down there where we dey mania, you down there where we dey mania. Since 1960, yeah. Don't tell where we dey shy, since 1930, no. We don't tell where we dey shy, we dey do skeleton. You dey do your body skeleton. You dey do skeleton. What have we do to get your love? Girl, I don't give you all I got, but it's not enough for you. Show you fire me catapult of love. Now I be say I don't be getting enough of you. Yeah, waiting be done, nothing I can't do for my baby. Anytime when you need me, come to me, my shawty, wallet. Waiting be done, nothing I can't do for my baby. My shawty, you the kid. My baby. Say you there for me. As I there for you, yeah. Slim that they say. Baby, say you there for me. I say my baby, they give me ginger. Number one for the matter. She no follow her, no doubt. She's my only lover. Samantha, oh Samantha, do me something. Samantha, the baby that she do me. Samantha, oh Samantha, baby take it easy. Samantha, oh Samantha, the baby that she do me. If you give me your love, baby, I no go joke. Turn around, make I come out something for your back, something for your back. And I dey like the way you dey enter the motor. I don't choco. Oh no. I like it when your body dey roll. Oh no. Malake come and come around. Oh no. I don't go ever Girl, you make my head red, oh. Anytime you know they close to me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, girl, now you I want, oh. Baby, shey na me you want, oh. Make we day 1 + 1 or 2, yeah, yeah, yeah. 1 liter, oh, say 1 liter. 1 liter, oh, say 1 yacha. 1 liter, oh, say 1 liter. It be only you be my desire, oh. 1 liter, oh, say 1 liter. 1 liter, oh, say 1 yacha. 1 liter, oh, say 1 liter.
I get money like Otungede. Bami pe mo dupe Otungede. Ogbekele sori se Otungede. Bami juno shakara Otungede. I get money like Otungede. Bami pe mo dupe Otungede. Ogbekele sori se Otungede. Bami juno shakara Otungede. Girl, I want this kind of love. This kind of love. You gon' do me like bam 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 bam. Baby girl, I tell you this kind of love. Da 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 da. Hey, baby, get money. Yeah, me
You're rocking with world renowned DJ Alive.
I go pay, oh. I will go fly, go anywhere for holiday, oh. This love, now one angolo. This love, now one tick, yo. They could play like with the movie, oh. They can play where you go, they play mommy, oh. Mommy, oh, mommy, oh, mommy, oh. Girl, now me go, they play daddy, oh. Girl, if you be baby, I be nanny, oh. See how she fine like a granny, oh. Yeah, show my kalangolo, oh. Why, show my why, to roll it, oh. Baby, make a dip where you dip, oh. Come make a dip. The kind of body where you carry need to give me ginger.
DJ Alive.
Come my side, let me hold you, sweet Belinda. Yeah, you got the antidote to cure my fever. Oh, you my lover for life. I love you, girl. Follow me, follow. Come to me now, follow. Sweet Belinda, follow. Oh yeah, follow me, follow. Mommy, come on, follow. Sweet Belinda, follow. Oh yeah, baby, follow me, go everywhere I go. You be the joints will connect my bones, yeah. I'ma be your bumper jacket when you're cold.
Plenty women, babe, but I'm blessed you are my own, yeah. And girl, when you leave my side, yeah, you make a man feel alright, yeah. You make a man wanna ride, yeah. Put my thing and take a ride, girl, yeah. When you leave my side, yeah, you make a man feel alright, yeah. You make a man wanna ride, yeah. Baby, hop on my thing and take a ride, yeah.
Oh, Joro, I feel to be your man for a long time. I feel to give you love for a long time. I feel to spend on you for a long time, baby. Cause I like the way you bust that wine. I like the way I do the wine. She won't break up with the boys like God of me. I like the way I do the wine. She don't only me when she wants, she don't want nobody. She won't break up with the boy cause of me. She don't only me when she wants, she don't want nobody. I don't feel like I deserve your love, oh baby. You know they be like say I deserve your love, oh mama. I know they feel like say I deserve your love, oh baby. You don't feel like I deserve your love, oh mama. Cause I'm all for you. Make you know, girl, don't you bother. Yeah, girl, I'm all for you. Make you know, girl, push it on, man. I got me that somebody. If you need this somebody, baby, you can call on me. I can be your company. Yeah, somebody. If you need this somebody, I can be your company. Baby, you can call on me. Yeah, break up with that boyfriend cause of me. She not only me when she wants, she don't want nobody. She won't break up with that boy cause of me. She not only me when she wants, she don't want nobody.
It's Kelpie vibes.
Dangote, see they buy money. I know they sleep on the money. Who happy? Where make I no go find money? I know they send anybody. Me at the hustle, go check up. Make you hustle, my luck up. I know be your lord, I know be baller. Oh, I'm a to baller, fuck up. I go show you my color. She want to pay me a lot, color. Baby, go more, yeah, I want color. They matter plenty, I know me only sort of. Oh, no.
DJ Alive.
What did you want? I go buy Lamborghini for you. I go buy a Ferrari for you. Get you latest designers, boo boo. I go buy them for you. I go buy them for you. I go buy them for you. You deserve it, you do. I go buy them for you. Wind up on me. Anywhere you go, you pass, I go slow. Would you marry me? She tell me now so. Let me tell you, girl, I know be why yo. African girl, let's wine and go low. Bend over, girl, then tip on your toe. Sexy big bumper, girl, me stuck by your flow. Girl, come wine up on the mark up. You don't know. You gon' be my number one. You don't know. I'm not gonna make you number two. You don't know. Fit to chop my money when you want to. That's all I gotta say to you. What thing you want? I go buy Lamborghini for you. I go buy a Ferrari for you. Get you latest designers, boo boo. I go buy them for you. I go buy them for you. I go buy them for you. You deserve it, you do. I go buy them.
All right. welcome to another edition of Rooftop Rhythms here at the Arts Center at NYU Abu Dhabi. I'm Bill Bragan, the Executive Artistic Director, and we are thrilled to have you here in this virtual space. I know we're all dealing with the realities of staying at home and physical distancing. And last month, at the end of March, it was the 8th anniversary of Rooftop Rhythms, and we all felt like we really needed to come together. I think we all still really need to come together. Rooftop Rhythms is an amazing platform for creative self-expression. It's an amazing community, and we're glad that you're all here with us. I want to give a shout out to DJ Alad for the smooth sounds that warmed us up, and he'll be back at the end of the night. And I want to just take a moment and thank our lead sponsors for the Arts Center. Those are Mubadala, Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank, ADCB, and Swipe, and all of our sustaining and media partners. We'll throw those into the chat box later. If you're watching on Facebook, do us a favor. If you are a Rooftop Rhythms or Art Center regular, throw us a heart so we know that you're here. And if you are here for the very first time, throw us a wow sign. Since we can't snap together, you can use the hearts if you like anything you hear. Also, let us know where you're watching from. One of the good things about the virtual Rooftop Rhythms is that we actually have performers from 3 continents, from these 4 different countries performing tonight. We've got Nigeria in the house, we've got Egypt, we've got the US, and we've got the UAE. And we're able to share this amazing creative community from the UAE with the rest of the world. So thank you all for watching. And thank you to everybody who's working at the Art Center for bringing these events to you. And now I am going to turn it over to the founder and host of Rooftop Rhythms, Dorian Paul Rogers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our second virtual event here in conjunction with the Art Center at NYU Abu Dhabi with official support of the U.S. Embassy Abu Dhabi. And we're going to go ahead and get right into it. We're so excited. We're still building and we're just kind of still growing and still excited from the momentum that we built from March 27th. We had 4,600 unique people come on our chat from 8 to 9:30, and we had a lot of countries represented: Germany, Oman, Ireland, the UK, the US, of course, Palestine, Canada, Antwerp, the Netherlands, also, of course, the UAE, Ruwais, and Wales. So we just want to see what other continents and countries we can reach tonight. We're going to have a great time. So right now in the virtual world, if you're feeling blessed to be alive on April 17th, 2020, I want you to make some noise on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're ready to start. And where else should we start but with one of our good friends who has been away in Egypt for a couple of years. But while he was here in the UAE, he made a lot of noise on our scene, and we're excited to hear back from him all the way right now from Cairo. Please show some love to my friend, Ziad. Gadoo, gadoo, gadoo.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Man, it's been so long. This is not the reunion I had in mind, to be honest, but this will have to do for now. I appreciate NYU AD for putting this together. Dorian, DJ Alad, that was amazing. That was such a good vibe. Thank you all for putting this together. This must have been amazing. This piece is about the current situation that we're in, and it's called Update. Update. Still at home. Still sleeping in double digits. Warming the bed for an imaginary ex. Warning the dead that I might be on the way. Update. Still on Netflix. One more season of Mad Men. Don Draper is sat again. For exercise, I stood up, then sat again. Haven't moved in days like a mannequin. Nightmares so ugly, I look like a post-accident Anakin. Emotionally vacant despite my tendencies for over-panicking. Update. Looking out the window. Wishing for a patch of grass. One more chance. One last dance. To any song, rap, house, or trance, my thoughts marathoning round like an Armstrong Lance. For the 17th night straight, I'm binge eating along to a bad version of Bad Romance. Update. I watched that Ghibli movie with a little girl on the train. She travels with a ghost who looks clearly in pain. Update. I downloaded 5 different games on my phone. Studied all 26 corners of my home. counted the diagonal tiles on the bathroom floors, played chess with myself, then broke down on all fours, still nervous, still feeling worthless, still cannot believe that we're in this unfeasible circus. Last time I was normal, on a normal afternoon, I held my normal hands and pinched my normal brother's normal cheeks for normal laughs. Last time I danced, I was out. It was noisy, and the music drowned these voices. Last time I prayed, I was in. It was quiet, and the prayers drowned the silence. Last time I slept, I regret not knowing that this would be the last time I forget. Update. New earth, new home, alone, at different sides of the bed, at different times of the day, revisiting the same three poses, slipping in oceans like an almost drowning Moses, my patience slowly steeping my mother's immunity, a blind spot that I did not see creep in. And suddenly, it's not Saturday or Sunday, it's just someday. Suddenly, I care what prime ministers had to say, waiting for answers, for hope, for a due date on this long walk on this never-ending tightrope. Suddenly, deadlines were insignificant, that the television was the most important piece of equipment, holding my nerves with each new breaking news, my heart rate falling through. Suddenly, it's my family, my father's immunity, my grandmother's blood pressure, her white blood cells staying in formation. Suddenly, my hands are a carrier, my mouth an accomplice. Suddenly, it's the weather most fit for contagion, not winter. Suddenly, it's surface contact, not summertime sadness. Suddenly, it's survival. Update. Still at home, having lunch at 4 a.m., lost in a game I just downloaded. It's my 5th time watching Spirited Away. And I'm still wondering if the ghost on the train ever gets home. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ziad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that was such a relevant poem because a lot of us are doing updates right now out of sheer boredom. So thank you for sharing that. And we've missed your voice and your lyrical prowess. And so I'm sure you're still writing away in Egypt. And I see Egypt shouting you out in the Facebook chat. Guys, we're so excited. We're at about 120 people right now, which is a great start, but we want to spread like wildfire throughout the world. So if you could do us a big favor and share this post or share this live, we greatly appreciate it. And you can WhatsApp the link. You can go to the link on the Art Center's Facebook page, and you can just keep sending it out. Let us know what you thought about Ziad. We appreciate no matter what you think about each poet. If you could just show us some love, some emojis, and comment what you thought about that poem. We really appreciate it again, Ziad. All right, we're going to keep it going. We have an NYU Abu Dhabi student who has continued to make a lot of noise on our scene since she has reemerged over the past season. And we're so excited to have her bring you her poetry right now. Her name is Nabiha Nayan. Everyone, snap your fingers for Nabiha.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nabiha, and just to give a little bit of context, I started developing a smoking habit around 15, and I always thought that as every other teenager, I was defying the adult world. But fast forward 7 years later, I realized that the only reason I started smoking was to try to understand what about it that made my mother attached to it and detached from us. So this is what this poem is about, and it's not in its final shape yet. It's work in progress, but I just wanted to perform this piece to know what it sounds like. So this piece is called Sheltered by the Smoke Clouds. We are sitting in silence across each other, feeding on a greater sense of isolation, hiding behind smoking habits, knowing we've fallen for it without knowing we've allowed ourselves to fall for it. We are narrating sins and vices through smoke clouds that swallow our dreams. I'm not sure if we're trying to shelter time because they told us we can't get back lost time. Is it a symbol of resistance, or is it a perfect metaphor for sin? I don't know. No. But I know cigarettes don't kill, humans kill. It's my first puff and you're at your third. I know we're thinking about how to undo our own knots. I just don't know why we keep doing things we don't want to do, like shoving a time limit between our lips, filling our bodies, the relief of self-imposed stress, stilling the anxieties in our hearts, burning that thing inside of us, building self-imposed prisons so we can live in them instead of building our souls so we can find love in them. It's not the cigarettes that will kill us. It's our lack of courage to find love in ourselves than the love we find in the idea of death, bringing us the peace we seek, the calm we so long for. It will only be so long until the inevitable confronts us. It's your seventh puff now, Mom, and I'm only at my fifth. Now we're trying to compel ourselves to find meaning by burning the last flames of our life's desires. Tell me, how can I make it easier for you? You're on your 10th puff now. And I'm trying to smoke faster because you're so afraid that you won't find another cigarette waiting for you after the last puff, while I'm so afraid of losing you to that last puff. Mom, cigarettes won't kill you, but you will kill yourself, so I will smoke faster, hoping the last puff takes me before it takes you. Thank you. My name is Nabiha. I hope you're having a great evening, and this poem is called Sheltered by the Smoke Clouds.
Thank you so much for that, Nabiha. If you have had a smoking problem and you overcame it like Nabiha, put a cigarette emoji. Wait, there's no cigarette emoji? Okay, never mind, don't do that. Just snap for Nabiha right now. Thank you from perspective, Nabiha, and I love your poetry, as well as Ziad for starting the show. Next to the mic, guys, we have, so far, Ziad is reporting to us from Cairo. We have Nabiha right here in the UAE. And right now we have a good friend of mine in Washington, DC. He is a host of a really popular poetry show called Bus Boys and Poets in DC, and he is very lauded for being able to bridge page poetry and stage poetry. When I saw him for the first time in 2013, I was blown away, and he's currently one of my favorite artists. So please, without further ado, show some love. First time at Rooftop Rhythms, Pages Matum, everybody.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us. I'm so grateful to everyone here. Shout out to Dorian for reaching out and getting me on. It's a pleasure and it is an honor. So I'm going to read this piece. Every time I do a show, I always contact my mother, who's like my biggest fan. And I always ask her, hey, what poem should I do? What poem should I do? And she's like, do that one, the one about me. And I'm like, Mom, like that's the only poem you always ask for. And she says, yes, because it's your best poem, because it's about me. So in light of that, I will do this poem. And my mom is also watching. So if I don't do this poem, she definitely will be giving me a call on WhatsApp. So the title of this poem is Ma mère n'a jamais eu des ailes. Ma mère n'a jamais eu des ailes. My mama never had wings, but she could tap dance on hurricanes and played poker with death. She couldn't teach me how to be a good man, but she taught me how to be a good human being, how to stand up straight, walk tall, face forward, be proud of who you are, because ain't much God left in this world, but treat the world like there is still plenty God left in you. Ma mère n'a jamais eu des ailes. My mama, she ain't never had wings, but she always fought to soar in any atmosphere. You would think that she was such a wingless bird, the way that she would juggle 6 kids, 2 jobs, a home, the glory of her crown, the abusive scars of her ex-husband without ever skipping a beat. But strong women have a supernatural way of doing these things. She said that the secret to her strength was giving her jigsaw puzzle of her heart to God, the only being that's ever taken a time in appreciating all of her pieces. Ma mère n'a jamais eu des ailes. My mama, she ain't never had wings, y'all. But she always had this global warming of a smile, told me to only love a woman who could melt the polar ice caps of your past. She sat me down one day, y'all, and said, now you better treat a woman like you would treat me, because if you don't, I will be on the next plane to slap you back into this country. You, a Cameroonian man, would you not do those kinds of things? And then she continues, beware of the tempting ballad of jazzy bells with tuba lips, trombone legs, and a bass line that could turn any man into a crooked song. And make sure to not sleep with no one else's bones but your own. My mama, she had never had wings. She said, if you try too hard to reach for the sun, you will only end up in flames. Do not be a handsome shadow of Icarus, son. Learn how to stay grounded, son. Teach trees about their roots and never give the world your tears, only smiles, gift wrapped in forgiveness. Because mama said, y'all, mama said that a hater is just a person with their heart all jumbled up because their self-worth and confidence is drowning in a sea of simulation that makes the oceans in their chest nothing but puddles of insecurities, because those who show you no love are usually the ones who need to see it the most. Ma mère n'a jamais eu des ailes. My mama, she had never had wings, y'all. But man, if she could still fly, you know, she could care less about gravity. When she can bend space and time between her fingertips, she wears the fabric of the universe like her second skin, her first being her will to always survive. Thank y'all so much. So my name is Pages Matam from Washington, D.C., director of poetry events for Busboys and Poets. I just read my poem, Ma mère n'a jamais eu des ailes, aka Wings, that is also can be found in my book, The Heart of a Comet. Thank you all so much. I'm grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow. Now I'm just gonna hate on you a little bit because my mom is now messaging me like, where's my poem? So thanks a lot, Pages. All mothers in the world right now are upset with their sons. But that was a beautiful piece. I wanted to hear Pinata, but I understand your mother won on that one. So hopefully you'll join us again, and we hope to get you here in person, as we say, inshallah, when everything kind of rights itself, okay? Thank you so much, and we hope you'll hang around for a little bit. We're gonna keep it going. How about a little music, guys? We're blessed to also do other types of performance art, and we have a great live music scene, and we ask all live music performers to do original material, as that's a big part of the Art Center at NYU Abu Dhabi's mission, is to push originality, as there are other open mics for other types of cover music. But right now, we've asked my good friend Natalia to share a song with us. So let's have at it, Miss Natalia.
Ready? Hello, my dear friends. Dorian, thank you so much for this opportunity. I will be so happy to share my experience and also not only experience, I want to also know you much better and deeply, each one of you. So I hope we will be all friends on Facebook and maybe we can meet one time. But for today, for now, I want to perform one original song. It's called Closer to You, about love, everything about love, how really a pure love, it's growing up, and no need anything, no need words. I will just now sing it. For you has become a song, and I'm singing all day long. Closer to you, inside your closer, speed on my heartbeat is an ascension. Closer, closer, honey, you know you're my wonder. There ain't no other baby for me. You're giving me a fantasy, building me to ecstasy, and I love you. I need you. You're giving me a fantasy, building into ecstasy. And I love you. Oh my God, I want you. My love for you has become my song, and I'm singing all day long. Has become a song, and I'm singing all day long. You, as I draw closer, the speed of my heartbeat is an ascension. Close, close, honey, you know you're my wonder. There ain't no other baby. Oh, me, you're giving me a fantasy, building into ecstasy, and I love you. I need you. You're giving me a fantasy, building into ecstasy, and I love you. Oh my God, I want you. For you has become a song, and I'm singing all day long. And I'm singing all day long. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, guys. Thank you also Nayat Arts Center for this chance. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Oh, it's back on me. Oh, everybody showed Natalia some love. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, is that your song for real? Did you really write that? We're checking with our copyright attorneys right now, making sure that is not already on YouTube. That was such a beautiful song. It kind of reminds me of like some of my favorite artists like Stevie Wonder and the groove that you were in. So thank you so much. And that was your first time with us and it was so beautiful. So thank you for breaking up the poetry a little bit, Natalia. And everybody make sure you check her out on social media, Miss Natalia. She'll be hanging in the chat for a little while. We're gonna keep it going. We're also blessed to have this brother. We went to college in the same city back in Tallahassee, Florida. I went to Florida State University and he went to the mighty, mighty FAMU, which have the Rattlers as their mascot. He is also a staff member doing great things at NYU Abu Dhabi, and we always like to see the staff and the students at NYU Abu Dhabi involved. So right now, please keep it going. All the NYU students represent for Mr. Thaddeus DeGaulle. Go.
Appreciate the gracious welcome, Dorian. Excited to join you all this evening. Tonight I'll be doing two poems for you. One that's a little short, and it's my newest work that I put together last week, and then another one that's an old faithful. So we'll start with the first one entitled Short and Sweet. Short and sweet, hands and feet, bread and meat, lips and teeth, snow and sleet, sweat and heat. Long and sour, minutes to hours, bird baths to showers, houses to towers. See, this one is short and sweet. Clap your hands and stomp your feet, bake your bread and grill your meat. Fix your lips, but brush your teeth. The snow will fall to make the sleep. Don't sweat the devil, but give him heat, for the Lord is here, so rise to your feet, because the greatest person alive you're about to meet. Thank you. And the next one I'll be doing is Old Faithful. I think this is one of the first ones. I had a really influential English teacher in high school. When I was writing poetry, she asked me, can you write about something other than love? And so this really, it broke me, but it really empowered me to stretch my abilities in my writing. So this one is one that I wrote in college entitled God, Why Did You Make Me Black? One day I was walking with God. Can you believe it? I was walking with God, and as we walked, I drowned in his wisdom and basked in his glory, but yet my heart was troubled and my soul was lost. So it was in that moment that I asked him, God, why did you make me black? I know that you made my skin dark and lovely, yet built for a tough running deep like a Chevy to withstand the wiles of the devil, but you never told me that it would be so hard. You never told me that he would come shaped like a Coke bottle in that exotic form of a woman that calls herself the truth. You never told me that he would come cloaked in white sheet and pointed pillowcases. You failed to tell me that it'd be okay for me to die because I was that one lonely teen walking the streets of Sanford, Florida, while carrying Skittles and drinking Arizona tea. But God, why? Did you fail to tell me that he'd be that one standing behind the counter, denying me the job that I was more qualified to do, denying me what's mine, my 40 acres and a mule? But as I flip through your word, I do recall your Holy Spirit coming upon me and letting me know that he would come like a thief in the night to steal, kill, and destroy. But yet I stand firmly grounded and rooted in this firm foundation that you've laid even before the beginning of the world, utilizing the gifts that you've given me to bless your people. So God, I ask you, why did you make me black? He chuckles and says, well, my son, why do you think that you're gifted, intelligent, and resilient? I say it's because I'm black, but not because of the color of my skin, but because of the content of my character. Not because I know how to win, but because I know how to lose and use the gifts that you've given me to be all that I can be, but not like the army, but more like arming me for what is to come. More like how David killed Goliath with that one stone, knowing he had to go big and go home because this was no battle that he could lose. But see, this stone was no ordinary stone. See, it was the stone that the builders rejected. It was smooth and gentle like the skin of a beautiful African queen, yet strong and unbreakable like the soul of a strong black man. So I ask you, God, why did you make me black? And I need some answers this time. He says, well, my son, for millions of years, black has been used to describe the unknown. And much like me, the depth of your intelligence and the power and might that lies in your hands are limitless. And they fear what they can't understand. So in essence, my son, I made you in my image. Thank you.
Thank you, Thaddeus. Everybody keep the snaps going. We have 130 people and you could have been anywhere right now. Well, not really, you gotta be at your home, but you could be doing anything while you're anywhere, and you chose to hang out with us because there are like 20,000 lives going on right now. So thank you for doing that. And we are about 130 people. So just keep sharing with your friends. We appreciate it. And we're going to keep it going. One person or 10,000 people, we're going to keep bringing the energy. So thank you so much, Thaddeus, for that poignant poem. Let's keep it going, everybody, for Miss Varsha to the mic. Miss Varsha.
Hello, everyone. Hello, thanks, Dorian, for providing this wonderful opportunity. I'm the odd one out here because I'm going to present a poem in my mother tongue, which is Marathi. And if time permits, I'm going to also read the English version of the same. So the poem is actually about, the various difficulties and challenges a person faces when he fights for the truth. That's the zest of the poem. And here I go. The name of the poem is Tsunami. पुन्हा पुन्हा तू येतोस, पुन्हा पुन्हा तू येतोस, तुझा मिट्ट अंधार आणि गडद काळोख घेऊन. पुन्हा पुन्हा ते पाशवी रुद्र अक्राळ विक्राळ विद्रूप क्षण होऊन. पुन्हा मी लढते जीव तोडून, सत्याची अखंड तेवणारी ज्योत घेऊन, स्वतःतील सत्व जपत. तू घोंगावत येतोस सुनामी सारखा, तू घोंगावत येतोस सुनामी सारखा, आपल्या अक्राळ विक्राळ विद्रुत विनाशकारी लाटेत मला संपवून टाकायला. पण मी जीवाच्या अकांताने लढते, स्वतःच्या आत्म्यात तेवणाऱ्या सत्याच्या ज्योतीच्या आधाराने. लढते 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 त्या अक्राळ विक्राळ विनाशकारी सुनामीला पुन्हा एकदा परतून लावते. माझा मेंदू थोडा मरतो, पण मी जिवंत राहते. आणि पुन्हा मी त्या जीवनरूपी वेताळाला खांद्यावर घेऊन पुढील प्रवासाला निघते. So this was in Marathi. I'm trying to read the English version of it, which could be a little bit, it may lose its subtlety. You come again and again, bringing your ugly, cruel darkness in the world. You come again and again, bringing your ugly, cruel darkness in the world, roaring loud with your invincible arrogance, bringing despair and sorrows. But I fight back, keeping the flame of truth burning in my soul, keeping my integrity and purity of soul indestructible. Every time you come like a tsunami. Every time you come like a tsunami to destroy me, to finish me. But every time I fight back fiercely and send you back defeated, hurt. My brain dies a bit with every fight. My brain dies a bit with every fight, but still keeping me alive to again fight with any other tsunami. Thanks. It's so, my name is Varsha, dears, and it feels so nice to be connected with wonderful and warm people in this difficult time we all are facing. I think only art keeps us going, you know, and thanks everyone.
Varsha, thank you so much. I really liked your energy and that poem called Tsunami. And thank you so much for performing in your mother tongue. A lot of people think because most poets and performers perform in English that this is on an English only show, but we love other languages. And no matter if we understand them or not, we can all feel the universal vibes and positivity and rhythm in poetry. And over the years, we've had French and German, Malayalam, your tongue, and many others. So thank you so much. And we hope that you continue to share your poetry with us in the future. Let's keep it going, keep it flowing. If you're feeling good, everybody say, yeah. I know you're gonna sound crazy saying yeah in your house by yourself, but that's okay. If you're feeling blessed tonight, everybody say, heck yeah. Okay, my wife is starting to look at me crazy. Okay, let's keep going, everybody. Next on the Mizite is my home girl. She moved here recently to the UAE and she's been blowing up our scene. You'll probably see her at the Grand Slam finale on May 29th. That's our season ending show. Mark your calendars, May 29th, right here. Yeah, we're gonna have a slam and we're gonna have virtual judges, all right? So please, without any further ado, show some love to the female energy tonight, again with Miss Shanisha Allen.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to do a poem called Self-Denial tonight. I watered myself down to make him feel comfortable. He asked me why I had to be so extra with my vocabulary, so I struggled to search for synonyms so that he could understand clearly. It made no difference that I desynthesized every syllable right down to its elementary, yet still, his understanding made no room for me, yet still, I continued to try earnestly. Since every time I packed up my emotions to leave, he would gaze into my eyes while clutching the hem of my sleeves, pour out promises and assurances with such sincerity that it could lead blind Bartimaeus to see and atheist to believe. He eulogized my life and I was lost in naivety, because deep down inside, I too needed desperately to believe that I too was worthy. So I became what he required. The clown when he said laugh, the ancestors when he said chant, the twerkist when he said dance, King David when he said psalms, the quarterback when he said pass, silent when he said class. I pretended to be blind, as if it didn't bother me, that he disliked my songs when singing them was my therapy. It's so much of an oddity that I see a bit of me in her and her in me. She is everything I am, with a hint of deception that makes wise men forget the place that they come from, and causes kings to surrender their everything up to half of their kingdom, believing that she is Esther and not Vashti. There's just a thin line of distinction. I watched as he embraced her songs. He rejected bread so that he could feast on her words. He uses dictionaries now, licks his fingers and flips the pages like a dog licks the sores plaguing its burning flesh. I want to scream at the top of my lungs. You tarred, whole, imbecile, and cry. But each time I try, I find that my tear ducts are all dry. You know, us sisters have resilience filtered in our bloodlines, and whitewashed tears have never been a gift of mine. So I pull myself together like the G I magnify, regather what's left of my wasted time, pick up the fragments of my dignity and the pieces of my pride. Since the audience he left me with is still fake, not watching, while silently fishing for their next big headline, hoping that the flesh of my hurt can bait their line, the disguise of feigned concern never escaped my eyes. So I learned to suppress the hurt, sing hallelujah, and I smile. I want to scream, but instead, I place text messages like specimen on slides, clasp them together and scrutinize them beneath microscopes in order to find some thread of evidence which, once hypothesized, has the propensity to relinquish the lies, clarifying for blind eyes that I had just cause to rely on his promises and ignore the signs. I want to scream, but instead, I pick up the daisy petals scattered on my bedroom floor. From one whole year of he loves me not. I hold them to my chest where my heart has been palpitating in preparation to protrude. And I muster up the courage to tell it. God has something so much better in store for you. Thank you. My name is Shanisa, and this poem is called Self-Denial.
Shanisa, thank you for killing it as always. And you are rocking that fuchsia jacket, girl. All right, keep doing that. All right. Thank you. And I hope to see you for the Grand Slam finale on May 29th. Get ready. All right. It's a 1,000 Durham prize to the winner on May 29th, right here on Facebook Live. So we're going to keep it going and keep it flowing. All right. The next person to the mic. I see all those comments. Thanks for shouting out where you're from and where you're at right now. And thank you for all the positive comments to the people listening to the poems and giving us critical and positive feedback. All right, let's keep it going, everybody. I want to make an announcement first before I bring up this next artist. The Art Center at NYU Abu Dhabi is doing this great series called Reconnect. And so basically they have used state-of-the-art cameras to capture a lot of their shows over the years from multiple perspectives. And it wasn't until the current stay-at-home order that they decided for the first time to rebroadcast or broadcast these events that have never been seen before if you were not there physically. And their first event of their first season back in 2015 was the Parable of the Sower, which is, if a lot of you know about science fiction and futuristic fiction, is by Octavia Butler. And they will be doing the Reconnect episode on Wednesday, April 22nd on Facebook Live. I want to give you a little information. Reconnect is an online series. And so basically it's the concert version of the Parable of the Sower with Toshi Reagan. And it's in honor of Earth Day. It's a mesmerizing theatrical work of rare power and beauty that reveals deep insights on gender, race, and the future of human civilization. And it was at the Black Box on September 2, 2015. So make sure you don't miss that. That's next week, Wednesday, April 22nd. And we're blessed right now to have Miss Morley, who is a part of that performance, and she's a part of that company for that event that's now going on all over the world. They present that internationally. So right now, everybody, please show some love. We're honored to have her again, Miss Morley.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dorian, and thank you, Abu Dhabi, NYU, and Bill Reagan. This is Chris Bruce with me.
Hi.
We're going to share a song that is basically talking about how much we need each other. And especially during this time, to ask for help, to ask for the love we need, and to feel the power that's actually around us in the air we breathe, which is love, and the love that lives in all creation. And to me, I feel like this time is teaching the me for big respect for the natural world and my connection to it, and my connection to every human being as an extension of myself. So I'd like to just chant this. Love is all around you, unending love around you. Love is all around you, unending love around you. I've heard it said that the below is the same as the above, the same as the above. But it's so hard to realize when you lose someone so young. Love is all around you, unending love around you. Lean, you're gonna have to lean. You're gonna have to lean your head upon somebody's shoulder. Try, you're gonna have to try to let somebody help you cross these waters. Sometimes I feel the pull of gravity's command. It takes my heart below sea level, and I find it hard to stand. I need my friends around me. I need to feel your love. Wrap amazing grace around me. Below is the same as above. Below is the same as above. Love is all around me. Unending love around me. Lean, I'm gonna have to lean. I'm gonna have to lean my head upon somebody's shoulder. Try, try, try. I'm gonna have to try to let somebody help me cross these waters. 1,000 white birds take flight into the sun for every innocent one. 1,000 white birds took flight into the sun. Freedom, freedom. Lean, we're gonna have to lean. We're gonna have to lean our head upon somebody's shoulder. Try, try, try. You're gonna have to try to let somebody help you cross these waters. Let a sister, let her help you cross these waters. Let a brother, let them help you cross these waters. You're gonna have to let somebody, let them help you cross these waters. Love is all around you, unending love around you. Love is all around you, unending love around you. Love is all around you, unending love around you. You are not alone. We are each other's only home. We are each other's powerful home. Love is all around us, unending love around us. Got to decide how I'm gonna stand in this new world. As I've got to decide how I'm gonna love and fight in this new world that we created together. Love is all around around you, unending love all around you. I give thanks. I give thanks. Thank you for this global community. To hear your poems makes my heart sing in all the languages too. I give thanks. We are one family. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Morley. Do you mind if we go back to Morley? Could you please introduce your accompanying partner today?
Chris Bruce.
Chris Bruce. Thank you. All right. And she is right indeed. Thank you guys so much. That was a very emotional poem performance. It felt like a poem, but an emotional song. So thank you so much for sharing that. Indeed, love is all around us. I won't lie, when I heard that we needed to stay home and we had to figure out whether we were going to do shows moving forward, I was disappointed, much like many of you, once we started seeing the reality. We're definitely thankful for the UAE taking the leadership and helping us be safe, but that was hard to kind of stop some of the artistic events. And when I got the news from Bill that we're going to go with a virtual event, it made me realize that the community is still there. And when I saw it on March 27th, I almost cried. I'm gangster, but I almost cried. I kind of cried. I did cry, I'm not gonna lie. Because just to see us all come together, and we had way more people than we would at a physical show. And so the Most High always finds ways to kind of bring us together. So Morley, you're right indeed. Love is all around you in this new world, and we will figure our way out. Her friend is not a ghost. It was just kind of wonky with the background. So he is there, he is alive. That was not a hologram. All right, we're gonna keep going. Everybody, right now, as we told you, we have people joining us as far as poets and performers from all over the world. And this young man is joining us right now from Nigeria. Please show some love to my friend, Ola.
Hey, hello everybody. Thanks so much, Dorian. Thank you, NYUAD, for this great opportunity. I'll be sharing with you 3 of my poems, okay? The first one goes. There's a giant attacking our lands. It's time for war. It has slain thousands. We all have to be soldiers. Call to arms. Join the soap regiment. Come to battle. Wash our hands clean always. A Goliath brags over our mountains, plains, and valleys. It mocks our seasons and climates, ridicules our pristine traditions and global cultures, our universe. We must arise against this goblin and sling a shot to its forehead by staying at home. There's a monster calling out to battle. Stay home. We must disband the cavalries and battalions, the troops and squadrons, isolate, keep the distance. Together, we shall win apart. For such is the warfare, the sure strategy to defeat this viral Thanos, COVID-19. On the table of numbers and figures, I was at my 6s and 7s when you summed up, taking me to the 9s. A percentage of me wanted 100, a fraction approximated to half, yet. There you are, a 10. Asking for 2 multiplied by 2 subtracted evenly, how odd, I thought. Then it struck 12, an addition which divided our zeros by 4. What a scale, equanimity. Voices in the marketplace also came to trade. Every item has its price, the goods and the services. Others are transacted over hushed tones. Some commodities are displayed, others are transacted over hushed tones. Everyone sells and buys, the chief and mischief. Voices in the marketplace don't flaunt their wares. They hate love, yet love to hate. The smile on the seller's face must be bought with the cash of indignity, whether she sells or not. If she refuses to banter, it must be bought still. But what will be your gain if she loses? Just because you must have a voice when the market closes. Marketplace. My name is Olai Fatimei. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dorian. Thank you so much, NYUAD. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you again, Ola, and you're the first virtual poet to ever join us from Nigeria. So thanks for making that history. And thank you for those very relevant poems as far as what's going on in the world today. And there are a lot of amazing writers in Nigeria. So thanks for representing for those artists, and thanks for joining our community. Let's keep it going, keep it flowing. We still have some NYU Abu Dhabi student representation tonight. And if you come to our shows, you know this face. She is relentless. She is always supporting whenever she can. And she's always bringing very powerful imagery and artistry to the stage. She is originally from Kerala, India, and she represents the Malayalam culture. I told her I would get that right as I messed it up last time. So you'll be proud of me, Atma. Right now, show some love to Atma Dius.
Thank you, Dorian. And yes, I am very proud. So I am doing two poems today, two short ones. One is about Abu Dhabi because I miss my city a lot. And one is about, I guess, a myth that is from Kerala about a sea goddess. So the first poem is called Kadalama Speaks to Me. Every time I meet the sea, I call Kadalama at the Corniche. She calls me her Kadalkutti, her sea child floating in between these gaps of land. Kadalama says I will come back to her. Kadalama came to me through my Amumma's flowing voice, the Malayali folklore of a sea mother who is as mothers are, benevolence and rampage all at once. My hair's waves are not the only way I look like water. She speaks through the moonlit breeze combing my hair. My Amma is a storm of which I am the eye, she tells me. My ancestral mothers bled seas before they bled life, she tells me. Kadalama carries the woman whose clothes are soaked by her to protect their children from the fires of this funeral pyre earth. Kadalama says we forget we have come from her. We forget no fire we make, no earth we break, no air we poison will destroy Kadalama. We forget these borders we burn on the edges of this earth cannot hurl her fury. Thank you. So my next poem is called Picture of Home. I mean Abu Dhabi, I would draw on a postcard. 1. The first view I always had of you, my city, is through a window. Car windows, taxi windows, green tinted bus windows, apartment building windows. Sunsets from my small apartment window are trapped in colored pink, purple, orange, blue sand, layered in glass bottles to sell to tourists. Your name in your language makes me wonder what it'll take to call you mine. 2. In the shadows cast by your many concrete fingers, walk my people on the lines of your palm. My people, your people, make an anthem of all the words we know for home and sing it to you. 3. Catch the glint in the many dark eyes like mine, dancing lights in this electric skyline. In the alleyways of your buildings ricochet the crack of cricket bat to ball and small slippers to tiles. We are the oil that keeps you smooth, shiny wheels turning. They call you a machine, but forget how much life you are. 4. Your white street lamps in between small roads was my moonlight, and under it I sang love songs to you in Malayalam. My acha harmonized along with nostalgia and ways to sing to you like this someday. You told him long before to save his songs for when he has to leave you. Some songs can't be kept inside, so he sang them so softly, only I would hear them. And so I sing you like him into a video, a home. And you tell me to only call you by your name. 5. You taught me how goodbye felt long before I learned the word. But the thing is, Malayalam does not have a word for goodbye. Thank you. My name is Atma. And the poems I performed are Picture of a Home, I mean Abu Dhabi, I would draw on a postcard, and Kadlama Speaks to Me.
Thank you, Atma. Please snap your fingers in real life and give us some love emojis in the chat. Let us know what you thought about that poem. And please, let's keep all the poets encouraged, whether it's just a small line that you like from their poem or anything that you enjoyed. And hopefully we'll just continue to keep all the artists in the UAE scene encouraged. So let's keep it going. Before we do, we want to shout out some of the great poetry organizations who've recently had shows or have one coming up. Last night, Blank Space went live for their first virtual show, and they're out of Dubai, and that was on IG Live. So stay tuned to them. That was Blank Space. And then tomorrow, our friends from our show that are big parts of our event, Hakeem Komet and Atafa, they are co-hosts along with a few other people on their team called Flow Oman. They have a show tomorrow night on IG. So pay attention for that. And I'll make sure to shout some of the other great organizations in our creative community in a few minutes and throughout the show. Also, tell us where you're from in the chat, and I'll shout you out as well. We'll be finishing at 9:30, so please hang around with us, and then we'll have a 15-minute DJ set. I'm going to get up and dance. I don't know about you, so let's keep it going, all right? This next person is a big part of our poetry scene, and he goes by the name of Anis. Show him some love. Show him some love again.
All right. Come 2022, we will mourn the leave of a visitor who didn't cherry pick between the rich and the poor. Celebrities will flood the scenes and become the seams that bind humanity in controversies more viral than COVID-19 could ever hope to be. Blatant ignorance will no longer be a fatal mistake. In fact, blatant ignorance maketh money. Pat the doctor's back. Let the hospital admin know he's gonna need it. His muscle memory sore with memories of souls wheezing in and out of the medical ward for better or dead. There'll be skeletons he'll be carrying back to his closet, and post-traumatic stress disorder will be the voice whispering from under his pillow. While we're still here in 2020, steady with every penny we'd usually spend on petty reasons, watching the seasons change behind the window panes, the rain falling like it's happy to be itself for once. People parading every 10 p.m. and cheering for the things they took for granted only a few months ago. Let us celebrate the better virgins we've become. Let us learn to be kind to ourselves by doing what we love. Let us learn to love, even though love is something sometimes very hard to sit next to. Learn to love even if your soul feels like it's about to pull a muscle. And for the love of God, learn to sleep. A hustle can be a rotten carrot on a stick. And for the love of God, and I can't believe I'm saying this, wash your hands. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot to wash my, thank you for that, Anis. I forgot to wash my hands. Thank you for that dope poem. And I'm just so impressed with all the artists that are writing during this difficult time. I know I have not been able to put artistry into the forefront at this point. So thank you for being courageous and breaking out of the doldrum that can kind of go on during these times and sharing compelling new artwork for us. So thank you again for that, Anis. And we have people shouting us out where they're from. My friend Allah said that Dubai Jiggy also had an open mic and she ripped it today. So thanks for that. We have Chennai, India in the building. We also have Canada is here. So thanks for joining us. And we'll keep shouting out others. I see Sudan is also representing. Alan Richardson has also joined us. And my good friend Kitty in Maryland is joining us as well. So let's keep it going. We have another American. He performed for his first time with us in February and really did a nice job of sharing his artistry. So let's keep it going with the next artist, Mr. Rashad Cobb, who also has a new book. He has a new book out. So congratulations. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, Dorian. Thanks. Yeah, like Dorian said, I just released a book called Heartbreak and Addicts Recovery. You can get it on Amazon, ebooks and paperbacks. So I'm actually going to perform a poem from the book called Rugged Diamonds. Rugged Diamonds. Fighting like we're sister and brother. Fighting, we curse spells on one another. Fighting, we cloud our sunshine. Fighting over what's not mine. Fighting, we bring pain and heartbreak. Fighting, but we do what it takes to love. Hate is the parasite that poisons love. Hate, it just keeps us from. I hate you, but I love you. I want you, but I dismiss you. I run from you, yet I still hold on to you. You're always there. You're always near. Please leave me alone, but come back. I need you. Please just come back. I need someone or something to blame. I need someone or something to justify why I do the things that I do. I don't want to heal. I'm just comfortable standing still inside this grief. Death, you took my best friends from me. Death, you're just so selfish. Why? Why this? Why must? Why you keep taking the people that I love? Why not just take me? You keep putting all this pressure on me to continue with life. But I remember, pressure makes diamonds. And now I'm shining as if I've never shined before. Growth comes, and now I'm healing. Better now, and it's very appealing. My confidence isn't masked for the insecurities. It's what I am now. I won this war. I am loved. I am love. I now love. Through war, I found love. Thank you. It's Rugged Diamonds.
Very impressive, Rashad. I can't wait to read that book. You are right. You are love and you are loved. We love what you just shared with us, and we love you for your artistry, man. So keep bringing it. And I hope this is the first of many books that you'll write over your career. So please support him. Look him up, Rashad Cobb, ROSHODCOBB on Amazon or anywhere books can be found, which is nowhere currently. So just support him on Amazon, all right? We're gonna keep it going. Also, someone shouted us out from Lebanon. So thank you so much. More people from the UAE are shouting us out. Thank you, and thank you to the Art Center team, Bill Bragan, Lana Goliath, and all the team supporting the chat function on Facebook Live right now. We're gonna keep it going. We have about 7 or 8 more performers before the night is yours. And on nights like this, when we have 20 performers, I just get to just keep introducing artists, and I don't even have to talk, which some of you probably are enjoying that Dorian has to be quiet. So let's keep it going. We have a lot of Emirati talent that has emerged over the past 3 to 4 years, which is a big blessing, and a big goal of ours is to kind of build the local community. And this young lady has been a big part of that. She also is an NYU Abu Dhabi student and has such an amazing spirit. Please show some love to Ms. Maitha Al-Sawadi.
Thank you. 1 a.m. Grab onto the handle. Pull. Right foot first, left foot second. Sit. Bring the seat closer to the wheel. You're the shortest in a family of boys. Wear the seat belt. Adjust the rear view mirror. Don't forget the side mirrors too. Press on the brakes with your right foot, turn the switch clockwise, grab the steering wheel with both hands, firm yet gentle grip. You are controlling fate by its horns. 1:15 a.m. My desire to drive a car emerged out of necessity. Necessity turned into helplessly trying to prove myself before my fear of control proved me inadequate. You see, I don't need to cruise in a car at 6 p.m. listening to songs of mayhem to get lost in my thoughts. It is my personal default. There is a ticking clock replacing the echoes in my head. You're running out of time. And I'm running after time, chasing after each other in circles and 24 hours, 7 days a week until my legs snap, replacing the hands on the clock face. 2:02 a.m. I learned how to drive at 18. My instructor was not keen of my weak nerves. When I drove too slow, she screamed. When I was wary of the reckless drivers, she screamed. When I sped up, she screamed. Her shrill voice like handcuffs tying my hands to the steering wheel. You will not leave until I stop screaming, until you drive like a man. 2:27 a.m. It was so hot. She didn't have a sunshade cover. I melted on the driver's seat every day. She would pick me up along with the remnants of my patience, secure it in a jar, and store it in her fridge until the next day. 3 a.m. She constantly tells me all the other girls have a better grip on the steering wheel than I on my nerves. 3:17 a.m. She tells me that I need to take control, to sit on the driver's seat like a rein that was made for me, that I need to be my own anchor. Please don't anger me. Just be in control. She also tells me to speed when she wants me to speed, and slow down when she wants me to slow down. Take the next exit. Take the U-turn, no, the roundabout. Enter this parking lot, park exactly in the third spot on the right. I did not learn how to drive. I learned how to follow orders. 3:59 a.m. I was the follower in the grand scheme of micromanaging, the tennis ball in the match of life, 7,286 days of fight and flight, compelled to become exactly like my mother, propelled between the high grades of an esteemed leader and the pristine reputation of a good woman. Don't wear that dress. It shows your unappealing knees. Don't follow your dreams. You'll be a nobody in this economy. Don't cuss and scream. No one would want to marry you. But when you're 18, you get a driver's license and a constrained sense of control. No. Drive me crazy. No seatbelt, broken windshield, leaking gas, fractured glass. Put me in the passenger seat. I've never seen life any other way. 5 a.m. Turn off the car, unhook the seatbelt, depart on foot, try again tomorrow. 9:07 p.m. Thank you. My name is Meitha Suedi, and this doesn't have a title, so I allow y'all to think of a title for me.
Thank you. And now this is a new hashtag challenge, the Meitha Poem Title Challenge. So everybody right now, if you were listening and not trying to multitask and watch Netflix movies, I want you to write down what should be that title of Meitha's poem. We'll give you 2 seconds. 2, 1. Thank you, Meitha, for that poem. And as always, for sharing your work. Shouts out to more of our friends on the Facebook chat. Jesus Zane just joined in. He's always keeping us engaged with his Instagram radio show. So check him out every day. And we're going to be shouting out more people in a minute. So thank you for all the shout outs that you're giving us. Let's keep it going, everybody. Next, performing for the first time on our virtual stage is Miss Veronica. Everybody snap your fingers for Veronica.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Veronica Jacobs, and I'm going to perform from Dubai tonight. I've chosen 2 very short poems for the first time. Thank you, Dorian, for letting me perform. So the first one came to me after I visited a personal trainer. Sorry, I tread my fat, tackle it carefully into my pants. I feel ashamed. 24% of fats, my personal trainer states. Replace your guilty pleasures with some vegan plates. I've just apologized for being me, for not fitting into an Insta scheme, hashtag influencer to be, for a Facebook group, beauty in the sky, Insta beauty, makeup, follow me, and all that a mirror tells me is all that I wanna see. So you better leave that mirror dirty for at least a year. Numbed questions towards black suits and fancy tables, my inflect of intellectual capacity stems my path towards a havoc life and my slow cooking misery. I feel sorry of my shackled erudition, and I feel sorry for my virtues for my choice, for my face, for my tweet, for my mind, for my breed, for my objection, for my creed, for my simplicity, complicity, for all that I am and what people see me to be. And why is that? Have you heard thy perfection ain't existence? To be enough, it's a relation of coexistence. Have I heard a train will never run on a highway and a car will never drive on a railway unless I want to die? Well, I suggest you go back to the mirror, swipe the dust off your putrid face, though. Don't be scared. The holes are just perception. The mirror is the same you left a year ago. And the second one is entitled Mercy to the Planet. As you can guess, it's dedicated to the days our planet is going through. As I close my eyes into my restless palms, I see the world would share the same fate over both, rudderless in the ocean lost. Just a fraction of a light, I ask, for humanity that lost its hope. As I close my eyes in my restless bed, I see the world would never ask of the same composure for her baby's milk. Of a mother dies. Just one more day, I pray for the child to survive. As I close my eyes, the sun is raising new hopes. I see the world would remind us of the life as a passing by phenomenon. Humanity merely understood its role of being one with nature and the planet's soul. As I close my eyes in the darkest light of hope, I see the world claiming its deserved rest, just like us, when the spirit leaves the body for the earth and for the air. Remember, angels fear to dance where the fire is in quest. Thank you very much. My name is Veronica Jacobs, and I salute you all from Dubai. Thanks a lot.
I think that was Veronica's first time joining us as well. So thank you, Veronica. Another great writer who I've never had the pleasure of hearing before. So I really enjoyed that. And hopefully you're performing your work all over the UAE. If not, you're welcome to join us anytime, as well as the other great shows that are happening all over the UAE. In Sharjah, in Dubai, I believe there's one in Al Ain, and others in Abu Dhabi, formerly Backyard Poetry, who hopefully will be getting back going soon, but I'll be shouting out more as well. Let's keep it going, everybody. We have another musician, and she goes by the name of Vivi Guerrero Cordoba.
Hi, everyone. My name is Vivi Guerrero. I'm a singer and songwriter from Colombia. I'm going to sing an original song.
I am John Pantoja. I'm playing the charango, a traditional instrument from Latin America. Okay, let's go.
Now I have to tell you, since I hugged you, I fell in love with you. The time between your fingers, I hope that never ends. You show me how to love for me, you are dead. You became like a fountain for my smile. I become like a river, like the Nile. Thousand nights underwater, my love. Thousand nights underwater in love. Sounds like oh yeah yeah yeah. Sounds like oh yeah 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 yeah. Underwater dancing on the skin. You can feel Sounds like ay 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 ay. Sounds like ay 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 ay. I'm the water dancing on the street. You can feel. Baby, you're the mix of skin. Seduce me like water spraying on the waters of the land. This a land from the seas. The sweetest book I ever given stranger. You will be my family, never again a stranger. Come on, let's write a story. Climb on my mountain, hike it find the glory. My body needs your story. Play with me, my story. You will want repeated story. Thousand nights underwater, my love. Thousand nights underwater in love. Sounds like ay 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 ay. Sounds like ay 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 ay. Underwater dancing my skin. You can feel. Sounds like ay 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 ay. Sounds like ay 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 ay. Underwater dancing on your skin. You can feel.
One more time.
Suena ay ay ay. Sounds like ay 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 ay. Underwater dancing on your skin. You can feel. Sounds like ay 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 ay. Sounds like ay 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 ay. Underwater dancing on your skin. You can feel. Follow the rhythm, dance with me. Follow the rhythm, dance with me. Tonight, the water is me. Follow the rhythm, dance with me. Follow the rhythm, dance with me. Tonight, the water is me. Thank you, everyone. My name is Vivi Guerrero.
And I am John Pantoja. Thank you for the invitation.
The song was Bajo el agua, under the water.
Thank you, Vivi and John, on the charanga. Is that what that's called? Thank you so much for giving us those Colombian rhythms. And it feels like, oi, oi, oi. That's probably not the right dance, but we want to shout out a few more people that have shouted us out and joined us. Shouts out to our good friend Zainab in Oakland. We miss you so much. Also, shout out to Ray Mello, who has some dope music virtual events that he's doing. So check him out on Facebook, Ray Mello. Also, Lee Charter is a great producer, formerly in the UAE. I believe he's still here. Dat Zola Sara always supports our events a lot. Sunny Days, one of the original members of Rooftop Rhythms and a great programmer herself, is currently in Korea. Shouts out to her. And we'll shout out a few more. DJ Alad is still chilling with us in the chat group. Also, Sally Awi, who is a great supporter, and Shama Al-Bastaki. What's up? Also, Nura, how are you doing? All right, let's keep it going. We have another NYU Abu Dhabi representative. He is a staff member there, and he goes by the name of Rob de Guzman. Everybody snap your fingers at home for Rob.
Thank you, Dorian. Prior to joining NYU AD, I was delivering projects for 10 years across Asia, in particular the Middle East and North Africa. What I'm about to read you are those that I scribbled in between flights, in between making sense of my constantly changing environments, and in between, hard conversations with the self. Those years in between, poems from the Middle East. Damascus, Syria. Soldiers will always return home to lie in their lover's lap or cry in their mother's bosom. Nobody can kill you. They can dispossess you if they will, take your identity, displace you, and make you struggle for existence. But you can carry your country inside your bag. And when it gets lonely, because it always does, you could touch it, feel the edges of its landscapes, and let the sense of home stick to your skin. the asters, chrysanthemums, and jasmines. You've endured history. What else will matter but your will to live? You will outlive dictators and masquerading saviors. You will prosper. Beirut, Lebanon. If we are to rebuild this world, how can we be more truthful? How can we be truly honest to admit myths are nothing but lies? How can we be poets not just of remembering, but of imagining, so we can lead thousands into that golden city where we can be and not become, where we can stay pure, courageous, and wise? Come with me to first known lands, to most unkind places, into crevices and fissures where we can investigate truth, so we can be generous and change narratives, that it becomes not just intent, but the actions we all need. Dubai, UAE. When the lover for 2 years left me, I was like an electrocuted bird trying to stand still under the rain. It is true. We build things from ruins of a collapse. We constantly seek for the absence that makes our being. Nothing is impossible in this world. We inherited the earth. We can break it, burn it, do it out of love, out of hate, or out of apathy. But whatever we choose, in the end, we will only have hope because everything is half chance. We can only put our fate ahead of doubts, ahead of fears, ahead of all things that paralyze us not to act. I'm Robert de Guzman, and that was Those Years in Between, Poems from the Middle East.
Thank you so much, Rob. Everybody, please snap your fingers for Rob. Show him some love on the chat. We have a challenge. We have to stop at 9:30, and we're going to try to get through 4 poets. The 4 remaining performers, we're going to ask you, please do not do any introductions, and please try to keep your performance to about 3 minutes if possible, because we want to respect the producers of this event and end on time, all right? So we've tried to pack in as many amazing performers as we can, and we've done a great job. Let's see if we can go ahead and get to the remaining 4 artists, and then we'll ride out for about 15 minutes with DJ Alad before we hear from Bill Bragan very briefly for a quick outro. This is my good friend from Greensboro, North Carolina. He's a great poetry organizer himself, and we're grateful to just welcome him today. Everybody, please snap your fingers for Josephus Thompson.
You see, life's not about the breath that you breathe, but about the moments that take your breath away. And sometimes life takes your breath away. There's no beauty, no music, no light, just panting and gasping the fight, but then there is peace. In the eye of the storm, then after. And I guess what I'm saying is appreciate the small things. They sometimes go unnoticed until it's too late. So in this moment, breathe deep. In through your nose, let the air fill your lungs, let love fill your heart, breathing often. Though shallow and undeserving, these are natural responses that effortlessly elevate, unconsciously exit. So breathe like your life depends on it. Cherish the intention, the moment, savor the ease, breathe in love and life and passion, breathe out fear and anguish, let it dance. Let it linger in your chest. You see, you will forever rest its absence, so exhale fear and frustration. Understand the connection between air and evolution. The sensation it serves, the sky that lives within it is blue with possibilities, and you see hope. Hope flies there. Extinguish death and despair. Appreciate the abundance of it, the way it goes with everything. You see, life is about you and me and us and we in this moment, so take note and breathe. If once it's gone, there's no coming back, no second chances, so commit to it now, till death do us part, to every single element that makes it possible. You see, gratitude is greatness. Gear up what's next. There is so much glory in what we take for granted. You see, it is astonishing how we innovate from diaphragm to trachea, from beginning to breath to end to dust. We blow through life. We live the storm. Tornado-like tendencies, we swirl in motion, and entwined with imageries, we all just learn to breathe. Instead of God made man out of clay. So here I stand, a real life memory in the making, taking flight before it's over, dancing through it all, remembering the faith that keeps us grounded, the life that keeps us grounded, remembering that we are worth the fight. Life is worth the fight. And the breath that we breathe is a gift. I simply ask you and wrap it daily with care. And remember to just to breathe. My name is Josephus. That poem is, of course, called Breathe, and thanks for having me.
Thank you, Joseph. And thank you for all the great work you've done in spoken word over more than a decade. And it means a lot that you joined us, but I won't let you get away. You have to join us physically in Abu Dhabi, inshallah, in the next couple of years. I know we've been talking about it. So God bless, man. We're going to keep it going. Representing Somalia right now is my friend Muhammad Ali. Everybody, show him some love.
Through you, I can be everything that I long to be, from walking in the park to dancing in the dark, to as far as one imagination can see. Before you come into my life, I was just an empty shell who thought that I would always have to remain sitting here in my own hell. Everyone takes something for granted each and every day, from a cool drink of water to the feel of one's touch until it's taken. One does not realize how those simple things are missed so much. Often people live in the past while their present moves by so incredibly fast. When one needs to stop and smell the roses instead of letting them pass right by their own noises. People can come and go throughout of your life like fleeting thoughts running through your mind. You are the one that come into my life. You find a place in my heart. So from this moment on, we will never be apart. My name is Mahmoud Ali, and I hope you enjoyed the poem and the show. Thank you.
Thank you, Muhammad Ali. And I liked your floating head as the background is kind of chopping off your body. But we always love your positivity. And thank you for sharing. You continue to get better and better. And thank you for your dedication and support of the UAE scene. I have to shout out my sister, Gabrielle. She is checking in from Connecticut with my nephew, Cameron. What's up, Cam? Let's keep it going. We have a good friend of Rooftop Rhythms. You may know her as the wife of DJ Allah, but she is much more than that. She's a published poet. She is also a great organizer in her own right. She holds down the UAE, but is currently in Los Angeles, California, supporting her family. So we are excited to have right now Miss Michelle True Francois.
Good evening, everyone. Let's get started. Sitting home alone, wondering how do I right my wrongs without singing another sad song. Tired of putting the blame on another, tired of passing blame onto my father and my mother. I feel smothered and I just want to be free, free from my sins, free from the enemies that make me relive the same over and over again. I am tired, but I can't sleep. My dreams torture me, torment me every time I close my eyes. There's no surprise because I know the wrongs that I've done. And yes, there's way more than one, but I've asked for forgiveness and I still can never forget how deep I cut. I went for the jugular and the gut. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, asking myself, is it my inner me or my enemies that allow me to stumble and fall, unable to catch my balance, causing me to withdraw, blinded by who is really for or against me? Could it simply be my reflection in the mirror sabotaging my every move? I cannot prove that it is not. Is it my inner me or my enemies that make me think that I am not as true as I know I am? Programmed to feel hopeless like a penny with a hole in it, straight powerless against my thoughts. They say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But I can't keep my inner me from knocking me down like a bulldozer. That feeling of being inadequate playing constantly in my mind. I try to rewind to a time when I was stronger. They say mind over matter, but mind over matter means nothing when your mind is playing tricks on you. Look who is really talking about you. Their whisper, snicker, and sideways grin should not offend, but my inner me won't let me see accurately. So I put up my guard and I fight. I don't let others in. I know they're all against me and I won't let them win. They say haters gonna hate because that's just what they do. But I look in the mirror and I have to ask myself, who the hell is they? And who the hell are you? I'm starting to realize that the only one hating on true is true. The perception is that everyone is targeting me, but the war is really against myself. My mental health is in question. I'm going down a spiral that's leading to depression. Inner me versus my inner me, and I pray that the latter is stronger, better, smarter, wiser, but unqualified and unfit plays in my subconscious. So I'm too cautious to live and forgive myself for my wrongdoings. I'm the one throwing daggers, piercing my body, cutting open wounds over and over again. Every sin relived, I don't let myself win. But I blame the enemies who throw shade as if their weapons were stronger than the grenade that I keep in my own mind, ready to blow at any time. I sit in this quarantine looking at the smudges on my mirror that distorts my imagination, creating frustrations, heartache, headache, pain. I want this rain to end. Free me from my sins. Free me from the inner me that makes me relive the same shit over and over again. But I don't know what to do. I mean, what should I do? I mean, what would you do if you realized your worst enemy was you? I'm Michelle Two Francois, and this is my poem, Inner Me versus Inner Me.
Ooh, inner me versus inner. That's too much for me, True. Thank you so much. We missed you, and we can't wait to see you back representing at the show. So thank you so much for your powerful voice as always. Next to the mic, and I believe last to the mic, has just been such a great show and so much positive energy. Let's go with my friend El Chawa. Everybody show some love.
All right. Thank you all. This is called Doorstep. Early in the morning, everyone was getting ready. They had their best outfits on, lined up like broken piano keys, and somehow it sounded amazing. Everyone's hair was brushed, everyone's eyes were shining like a mine full of diamonds. The overarching emotion was nothing short of confusing, nothing short of conducive to celebrate his bruises. You see, he hid them too often. And tonight, his brother's tears would shine off him through the sheets of his coffin. Today, we party like we're hardly sorry, like we're partly parted with your dearly departed. Hearts soften as the dirt above his temple hardened, burst often as the smirks upon their faces broaden. Now they're shocked, mouths open like a royal pardon. Trap smiles under your eyelids and wait for carnage. Tears fall under your eyelids and wait for homage. They threw him at our doorstep like we'd missed what they mean, but the message well received like 1,000 Muhammads. Permanently leaving his clue, imminently healing these bruises, and still we don't choose them. Visible belief in these rooms, pitiful relief in these rooms, and still we can't choose. See, it's not one or the other. It's slavery and security. But neither matter when your life story's written on the back of a eulogy. The night before, he told his fiancée they saved you for me, for in euphemism for the youth to be, but we're used to keep it all as it used to be, which I'm sorry is exactly what I refuse to be. Eventually, we're all bound to be proudly bound to reason. Eventually, we're all bound to be proudly bound to reasons. Eventually, we're all bound to leave and the stars will see us. This art should be our best stress relief, yet under stress we leave it. This art should be our best stress relief, yet under stress we leave it. I die before I leave it. The best of me is they best belief and they best believe it. The best of me is they best belief and they best believe it. Thank you so much. My name is Hamad Shoa.
Woo. I'm so glad that this Facebook Live is archived and recorded so I can kind of break down some of these lyrics I've heard tonight. Thank you, Alchawa. A lot of wordplay, and that was very impressive. So I believe this is the end of the evening. We're about to close out. If it's okay, I'm gonna look on live to see if I can close out with a poem, okay? Give me a thumbs up if I can close out with a poem. And if you just want me to just end the show, you can put a thumbs down. All right, let me see. That's a thumbs down. Oh wait, my phone's upside down. That was a thumbs up. So I'm gonna do a poem very quickly. It's called My Bubble Wrap Stevie Wonder Campaign. Do they make bubble wrap for humans? Can we secure Stevie Wonder in a bunker just enough or just until the end of 2020 at least? Let's lobby for a special soul brother Obama former presidential order if Stevie won't go in willingly to an underground bunker. Give him whatever he requests. Vinyl records of Prince, the Clark sister biopic, you should watch that if you haven't, to help him remember the collective cause when he gets cabin fever, to help him understand he needs to take one for the team, make it earthquake proof, tornado proof, bomb proof for added measure, pad the walls, make everything wireless so he doesn't trip, and end it all in a freak accident. We can't afford to lose another. Only a handful of musical geniuses left. Can't believe we lost Bill Withers, who ascended to be in his grandma's hands. All of the legends who you may have forgotten about or forget about from week to week, but make you feel like the world is just a little more livable. Yeah, that's right, just a little more livable. Let's do this whenever we hear one of his classics, and remember that they're still above ground and still wield the gift, the strum, the guitar, the keys, a way that can color this world pretty again. Someone get Stevie's assistant's contact email for me. I got $1,000 to start and kickstart a Kickstarter campaign for extra security in case there's a demented fan that swears they are his Shadi or more and wants to respond to his hey love with a homicidal, suicidal goodbye. I'll guard myself. I'll guard him myself if that's what it takes. He may remember me from the time I got on stage with him in Atlanta. That time he asked 15,000 people, where are all the rappers at? And when I got up there, I forgot how to rap after I wrapped my arms around him and told him how he changed my life. Please, God, we will give you 4 gangster rappers that spread death with their metallic teeth and plaque cake tongues. If you could just let Stevie stay around a little longer than originally planned, I got the bubble wrap waiting for my answered prayer. Thank you so much for joining us for Rooftop Rhythms number 73, 8 years going. And we're going to close off with Bill Bragan and a short announcement, and then a 15-minute set with DJ Allah. When DJ Allah goes up, let's stand up and dance together. May Allah bless you all. We'll see you on May 29th. See you soon.
All right, and thank you, Dorian, for stepping up to the mic and sharing that piece. Respect to Bill Withers, respect to Manu Dibango, respect to Lee Konitz, respect to Hal Wilner, John Prine, all of the artists and all the people that we've lost during this period. We remember you, we appreciate you, we thank you. We thank all of the artists tonight. Tonight was an amazing collection, some of our old favorites, some people stepping up to the stage for the first time, and we hope to see you again soon. We've got a bunch of more events happening right before Ramadan. So tomorrow night, we have a live event with the Emirati composer Ihab Darwish and the American jazz pianist John Beasley. That is going to be a conversation about cross-cultural collaboration, especially over the distance through the internet. So come on back for that, same time, 8 o'clock UAE time. And then on Wednesday, we reconnect with the first show that was ever in the Arts Center in our official inaugural season, Toshi Regan and Octavia E. Butler's Parable of the Sower. It's an incredibly moving piece. You heard Morley earlier, who was part of the cast. It's something you've got to be at, something very close to our heart. Thank you to everybody who works here at the Arts Center. Thank you to everybody who watched at home. Now, get up, dance. Let's turn it back over to DJ Out Loud. Have a great night.
Boom. African, Caribbean, dance tune color. Walai, walai. Say, baby, baby, come over. Let's go.
Jerusalema ikhaya lami, ilondoloze uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalema ikhaya lami, ilondoloze uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami.
today's the day. But if there's a girl who can change my world, it's you. There are times in my life when I want to run off in the night, never see the sun. But if there's a name I call with no shame, it's you. Heart's beating, I'm weakening until you came into my life, my healing, and I don't wanna let it go. I can't let you go, no. Hey, get ready, 'cause we are don't bring it out.